Their beaks and talons become too long and weak to hunt effectively, and their feathers too heavy. They retreat to a mountaintop, continuously peck at rocks to shed their beak. Waiting for a new beak, they then pull out their talons and feathers. This painful renewal process takes 5 months, but it enables them to soar for another 30 years. This triumph comes from extraordinary suffering. Even insects and birds endure pain for growth. Shouldn't humans, more capable, embrace hardship for growth and rebirth? The phoenix, before dying, sets itself ablaze, and from the ashes, a new phoenix rises, symbolizing rebirth from adversity. Do you want to be like a phoenix? Don't just live a comfortable, mundane life. While young, face hardships to purify yourself, build patience, and pursue your dreams like an eagle taking flight. 35. Water wears down rock, Beethoven once said. It's not because the water is powerful, but because it flows continuously day and night. Hence, we can say if we don't take steps, we can't cover thousands of miles. Success isn't just about achieving a goal right in front of us. Instead, success is an ongoing process where we take steps every day to get closer to our goals. Someone once broke it down like this. If everyone lives to be 72 years old, then we spend 20 years sleeping, 6 years eating, 2 years sick, 8 years learning and doing activities, 14 years working, and the remaining 22 years of free time determine how successful we are in life. The difference between those who strive and those who don't isn't apparent daily, but over time the outcome is starkly different. The key question is, which side do you choose? In life, choices are more crucial than effort, so choices must come before effort. Your mindset determines your outcome, and your attitude determines your success. In the process of developing successful habits, you'll find success grows slowly, like a child, day by day. No child becomes an adult overnight. As you grow, your continuous efforts turn even the most mundane tasks into skills. The saying, "water wears down rock," isn't about the force of the water, but the persistence of its flow over time. The daily difference between those who learn and those who don't might not seem significant. Even monthly or yearly, the differences might seem small, but after 5 years, you see a vast difference. After 10 years, it's like comparing two entirely different life philosophies. Albert Einstein once said, "The difference between people lies in how they use their free time." Free time after work can produce talented individuals, but it can also lead to laziness, drunkenness, and gambling. This not only creates differences in work efficiency, but also in life success levels. On the path to success, belief is the starting point, and persistence is the end. Springs are beautiful because of the pressure, and waterfalls are majestic because of the height difference. Without pressure, potential remains untapped and intelligence can't bloom. So give yourself some pressure, some opportunities, and you'll find you're more exceptional than you think. The real issue? Because these actions are too easy to do, they're also too easy to ignore. When you neglect these seemingly insignificant tasks, it might not immediately make you feel down and out, but that's when you decide your life and plans have failed. There's a saying, "A moment of time is as precious as a piece of gold, but you can't buy a moment with a piece of gold." This means time is incredibly valuable. Why not start now using your free time persistently to do something? Success isn't easy for anyone, and life's road isn't always smooth. A person's success is built from the smallest details, accumulated day by day. 36. From heaven to earth. In the ancient belief, heaven and earth are the origins of life, nurturing and embracing all beings, including humans. People live between heaven and earth, and when they achieve material wealth, they often become arrogant and self-satisfied, forgetting that these riches also belong to nature, given by heaven and earth. Without the protection of heaven and earth, humans would have nothing and could not survive. The phrase, from heaven to earth, carries a deeper meaning that everything in the world belongs to the cycle of nature, and nothing truly belongs to humans. Even if one possesses something today, it's uncertain who it will belong to tomorrow, and even if one owns it for a lifetime, they cannot take it with them after death. This teaches us not to be overly attached to worldly gains and losses, to avoid troubles, and not to be arrogant or haughty when possessing more material wealth than others. Instead, we should maintain a peaceful and contented soul, live a good life, and be respectful and grateful to heaven and earth. Later, the phrase, from heaven to earth, was used as the title for a folk story, which made people immediately think of that story whenever the phrase was mentioned. However, this inadvertently limited and even distorted the profound meaning of the original phrase. Once upon a time, there were two close friends named Heaven and Earth. Both were orphans and very poor, but Earth was slow and simple-minded, while Heaven was smart and quick to learn. Earth promised to work hard to earn money for Heaven's education, asking only that Heaven not forget him once he became successful. Heaven readily agreed. After 10 years of hard work by Earth to support Heaven's studies, Heaven indeed succeeded and became a high-ranking official. Earth was overjoyed and went to visit Heaven. But Heaven, not wanting to acknowledge his poor friend from the past, had Earth sent away. Heartbroken, Earth could only go to the riverbank and weep. The heavens pitied Earth for his honesty and suffering, so they sent a fairy to become Earth's wife, transforming his life into one of wealth and luxury. One day, Earth invited Heaven to his home for a feast. Heaven, seeing Earth's sudden prosperity and his beautiful fairy wife, became jealous. While drinking, Heaven expressed a desire to trade his official position and mansion for Earth's wealth and beautiful wife. The fairy, standing by, urged Earth to agree. They made a clear agreement to prevent future disputes. Heaven, captivated by the fairy's beauty, happily complied. After the exchange, Earth became a high-ranking official and returned to Heaven's mansion, while Heaven stayed in Earth's house, drinking until he passed out. When he awoke, the mansion, servants, and even the beautiful fairy had disappeared, leaving Heaven with nothing but ragged clothes and a small hut by the riverbank. From then on, Heaven became a poor ferryman, while Earth lived a prosperous life as a high-ranking official with his beautiful wife. 37. Two types of people, spared by the plague demons. In a boarding house one evening, everyone indulged in a lavish meal and, feeling content, either went to their rooms to rest or fell asleep right at the table, creating quite a chaotic scene. Among them, there was one man who didn't drink and thus remained sober. Late into the night, he couldn't sleep and was sitting upstairs, peering down into the common area. Suddenly, he spotted a group of eerie figures entering the house despite the doors being securely locked, which piqued his curiosity, prompting him to silently watch them. The leader of the group had a menacing presence, towering over ordinary humans with the others appearing ghastly, more like demons than humans. The man suspected they were plague demons, including the feared plague deity, and out of fear, he lay flat on the ground, pretending to sleep while sneakily observing them. The demons were delighted to find many people in the house, ready to drain their life force and spread their malevolent energy, which would cause illness. However, the plague deity stopped them from approaching someone who had done great good deeds and another who had committed severe wrongdoings. Confused, the lesser demons protested, questioning the purpose of their visit if they couldn't attack anyone. The plague deity then pointed to a group of people who were neither particularly good nor evil, with no special fate, and allowed the demons to prey on them. As the demons drained the life force from these individuals, their victims' complexions turned increasingly pale, while the observing man, terrified by the sight, turned away and eventually fell asleep. The next day, an infectious disease broke out, traced back to the actions of the plague demons. This story highlights an important notion. During plagues, demons tend to spare those who are exceptionally good or exceptionally evil. It is believed that those who commit to doing good deeds accumulate blessings and are revered by supernatural beings, protecting them from harm. On the other hand, those who are profoundly wicked aren't allowed to escape their fate easily. They are destined to atone for their deeds, reflecting a universal justice. The tale also suggests that those who live their lives without clear moral direction, neither good nor evil, are often the first to face misfortune when disaster strikes. They lack the protective virtues to warrant divine protection and are not deemed necessary to undergo greater trials later. Thus, they are the first to repay their karmic debts. Therefore, in times of great calamity or during a pandemic, it's crucial for us to be clear and make wise choices for our future. While the wicked might survive until the end, a tragic fate is hardly desirable. Only those who lead righteous lives, respect the divine, and accumulate good deeds can hope for peace and tranquility in the face of adversity. 38. The destructive power of jealousy in historical and religious narratives. Jealousy harms both others and oneself. In Buddhism, jealousy is considered a negative emotion that everyone must abandon. It can lead to harmful actions and societal chaos, hindering spiritual progress. The Bible narrates how Lucifer, despite being a perfect angel, was consumed by jealousy, leading to his downfall and transformation into Satan. This jealousy made him harm Job, a righteous man praised by God, and incite rebellion in heaven. During Buddha's time, Devadatta, initially a diligent disciple, became arrogant and sought to lead the monastic community. His jealousy led him to divide the community and harm others, ultimately facing severe consequences after death. In the novel Investiture of the Gods, Shun Gongbao's jealousy towards Zhang Ziya for being chosen to confer titles on gods leads to conflict. Similarly, in Journey to the West, the discord between Sun Wukong and Zhu Baji is rooted in jealousy.